Full-time. Doing gang things, living super clean. That done came up. Can't control us. One time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control us. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control us. Look at you, you done came up now. Get it how you live, mess the game up now. Ain't messing with yoga, but get the flame up. Hey, used to be Toby, but got your name back now. I see ya, paid under pressure. 25 lighters, got them all on the dresser. If it ain't for you, ain't for you then. If you a lame or a sucker, wanna dress you then. Grown up now, bump the childish ways. Got a wife and a bunch of kids to raise. Punch a clock side hustle or a business you endure to ensure that all the bills is paid. Slow clap for your homeboy, could've turned out like your homeboy. Been on the same block, cooking up the same rock on the cell block lot with your homeboy. But no, you had vision, you had gold. Brand new you on the old time road, take care. Home where you bust your low. Black men don't tease, screaming bumpy hoe. Real men talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom, boy, you PD grade. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the folk that have moved up. Even if you had a slow start screwed up. Used to gang bang, now homie brewed up. Had a little plan, I had them blew up. Look at you like a man right now. Dressed to the T, smelling like a grand right now. And you ain't got nothing from a handout now. Just faith and hard work gets it planned out now. You could've took a bunch of dusty rolls. The hand dealt with a bunch of cards to fold. You stay hot while the world is freezing cold. The same plot, but the story's never old. Slow clap for your kinfolk. Could've been asking what your info. Prosecutor could be trying to do you in for the 2020 twins, so you passing out the info. But no, you had purpose, you had plans. I ain't doing nothing, I'ma say these bands won't impress y'all, don't need no fans. That ain't my God, who is that man? This real man talk, real king ways. Still in captivity, but minds ain't slave. Got a little wisdom, boy, you peep these grades. Giving out the knowledge on the stoop these days. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. Yeah, real man. Sheesh. Yeah. Doing cane things. Living super clean. That it came up.
1 time for my king doing king things. Mom these hoes cause he know he got a good thing. I submit and I cook and I clean and I never hold back on that wop, I'ma let it rain. Made me honest, I got a ring. All praises to the most high, let it sing. A real man able, sister never came. And I ain't going nowhere, this is not a game. Look at you, girl, you're lonely right now. Settling for bums instead of men the most high. He provide and protect so he get our respect. And he leading us aboard when them chariots fly. I don't really think you hear me though. You can't cross this bridge on some billy goats. Let them save you in the end like a Seminole. Be his help me, shout to let the silly go.
1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up. 1 time for the men doing cane thing. Dead fresh to the T, living super clean. 3 times for my folk that done came up. 4 times cause the man can't control up.
Shalom and shalom, sisters and cousins, and praise the Lord, saints. It's your favorite housewife, Miss Mono. Buttons, here we go, buttons. Shalom and shalom and good evening to you all. Hold on, I'm trying to go live. Oh, my bad.
Oh, I can't introduce myself. Huh?
Okay.
Say how you do me.
I'm
Say
so
how
sorry.
you do me.
By all means, please.
It's your boy Monologue in the bed home, boy. Sheesh. Give me some hand claps too. Yeah,
Baby, I'm trying to multifunction here.
See how she do me?
first of all, last minute surprise guest. Okay, there we go. Okay, and I'm live on TikTok now. Shalom and shalom, everybody. I'm so sorry, you guys. Not gonna lie, like this rain and the storm and everything had me in the I don't feel like doing nothing mood today. But all praise to the Most High. I'm here with you. You're here with me. You could be anywhere on the worldwide internet, but you are here with me, and I appreciate that so much. Yeah, I got this one to work. Thank you. So shout out to my audience on Facebook, YouTube, live on the TikTok. Angelita, shalom and shalom. Thank you so much for joining me, sis. Okay, so just in case you're not familiar with this face, please allow me to introduce myself. I go by @Miss Manos Wilderness Content Creator Street, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all the places the content creators be. Let's see what else. I want to introduce you guys to my husband. I will do that when he comes back. But just in case you are not already at the YouTube, please head over to the YouTube at Monologue Magad, MONOLOGMAGAD. Like, share, subscribe. I mean, like, share from wherever you are. When you get to the YouTube, like, share, subscribe. You know how we do. You know what's going on. Like and share the live if you're watching from TikTok. Where are you? Oh, here we go. Okay, Monologue Magad, ladies and gentlemen. I got my hubby to join me. You guys on TikTok can't see him, but if you head over to YouTube, you can see him too. You can hear everything, sound effects, all that stuff. Hop in the chat, all the things that we have going on over here. Shout out to my audience on Nasaya TV. Thank you so much for joining me every week. Please download the Nasaya TV app on your Roku's, your Apple Sticks, your smart TVs. Please excuse my hair. Y'all, I did my hair and I didn't even go outside. So I don't even understand why it's frizzy right now. So just work with me. You know what I'm saying? Work with me. That's what I should be saying to my hair. But anyway, I'm gonna play oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had something here. My bad, boo. Thank you. I love you so much. All right. So our main top. Okay, just bring me the tissue, please. Our main topic for this evening is prayer talk. Yes, we're gonna have some talks about prayer, about your prayer life, about what's going on. We're just gonna talk about prayer. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. But first, a couple of side stories to get into, y'all. Things is getting crazy. Okay. I don't know which one to go to first. I don't know if we're gonna talk about Cardi B. I don't know if we want to talk about the UN. The falling of idols. This is crazy what's all going on, but I guess we'll go for the low-hanging fruit first. So apparently there was a live with everyone's, I don't want to say everyone's favorite couple because I don't really care about them. I don't know. Y'all seem to really be caring about Offset and Cardi B and what's going on in their life. So apparently there was a live. And Offset for some reason left a comment on his wife's live. This is his wife.
They're going through divorce.
Are they?
Allegedly.
You know what? That's what's so crazy about it. It's like you never know. So I don't even really care. But he jumped on his wife's live and left a comment about her having sex with someone else while she was pregnant. And there was no denial, there was no shame, there was no, what are you talking about? How do you know? There was nothing. There was just immediate acceptance and a yes, I did. And
a whole bunch of heifers goddamn backing up this mess.
Yeah, it just really surprised. No, I can't even say I'm surprised anymore. It's sad that we've come to this point as women where we don't have any standards anymore. Like nothing is expected of women. No one expects women to be chaste. No one expects women to be. Okay.
Foul on the play.
No one expects women to be chaste. No one expects them to be loyal. Like there's the things that you used to expect of a woman because how did I get all these paper towels that fast? The things you used to expect of a woman because she was just a woman, because she was a lady, because she cared about her reputation, because she didn't want to bring any shame upon her family, her husband. Like None of that is a factor anymore. And in fact, everybody's just sitting there clapping it up like, yeah, girl, that's right. Have sex with another man while you pregnant by your husband. And here's the thing, as much as everybody want to say, oh, Cardi got her lick back, that's not what we're called to do. And again, I'm not mentioning these people's names because I'm trying to shame them, okay? Because listen, they are of the world. I'm not here to judge their personal relationship, as that's what they doing, okay? So it's not about that, but this just goes to show like the direction that our society is going in. And I hate to say it, but once the mothers have given up, what's left? Like once the mothers don't care anymore, what are we fighting for? Look, exactly. None of that behavior is surprising from her. Look what she raps about. And the same ones that's hyping her up. Listen, exactly. And it's sad. It's sad because some of these women have daughters and they're raising their daughters on the same hoe philosophy. That's what I'm gonna call it. Like, I can't imagine my relationship deteriorating to the point where I'm willing to be publicly embarrassed like that. Okay. I can't, no, no.
Let me ask, how is it looked at to a woman being pregnant and sleeping with somebody else with a baby inside your stomach?
I mean, and I'm supposed to be married? Like, I feel like that breaks a bond. Like you've broken a bond at that point. It's you, your husband, and your baby, okay? And you let somebody else in there, that's breaking a bond. And I don't care what they want to say about, like I saw a comment that was said the baby's in her uterus, not her vagina. If you eat food and it goes down the wrong tube, you're going to choke and die. Okay. Yeah. It's not in your mouth anymore. It's in your throat, but it's still you. It's still going to affect you. And then you're talking about another baby. If you want to get scientific about it, once you as a woman have sex with another man, you know, I don't even know if she used a condom or not. She was pregnant. So it's probably like, I can't get pregnant. I don't know. I don't understand the thinking of somebody who's married and pregnant and has sex with another man. So I can't even understand that thought process. But the fact that you would let somebody,
I wasn't even on the man point of view. Like,
I've heard men don't
that's
care.
One thing I don't know. I have never, ever smashed a pregnant chick. That wasn't my pregnant.
I was about to
say. But yeah, no, that gotta kind of be like, shucks. That gotta be.
So, but this is why I'm saying,
bro, this diabolical.
This speaks to the mindset of modern women. This speaks to their mindset and how they are thinking, because like, again,
modern men too, though.
What you mean?
Because I'm saying, as a man, like, it got to be some terms of some things just off limits. Like, even if she throwing it at you, like, girl, you got somebody baby up in there. Call me after you deliver. Like, something.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
But I think you're speaking as a man who is living in righteousness.
Yeah, maybe.
Striving.
Maybe.
You know,
I don't know. I don't think that opportunity ever. I can't say that I ever been in this situation in the world to know what my mindset would have been.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think. Ever.
Yeah, so I just feel like this goes to speak to the mindset of modern women. And my thing is this, you know, everybody wants to talk about, oh, well, she got her lick back. He been out here cheating. Listen, ma'am, sis, cousin, if you choose to stay with that man, knowing what he is doing, then you choose to stay with him, and it's still your obligation to conduct yourself accordingly. I'm always going to feel that way. You want to call yourself a wife, you want all the rights and privileges of a wife, you walking around complaining about he cheating on you, but you're not being very wifely. Like you're not. And at the moment that you feel that you don't want to be wifely, and I'm just speaking to people in the world, then it's time for you to exit stage left. But what I don't understand is, whose husband is going to broadcast that over live.
I mean,
Look-
niggas get hurt too, man.
To the point where I'm going to
They
put it out there in front of
They're
everybody.
going through divorce, so right now it's probably a mud slanging. Goddamn, you know what I'm saying? We don't know what's been said behind the scenes, what dirt has been. You know, it's a one up. I say niggas always could be the worst with words because they can't swing on you. If it was a dude that just hit you, and since they can't hit you, man, they go shh. Well, one thing I can't beat her up.
But I can't talk about her.
I can't talk about them, and it's not right at all.
Not at all.
But I get
But I just again, as a woman, it just scares me to think that this mindset is just widespread now to where nobody cares. There's no sanctity. There's nothing special. There's no there's nothing sacred anymore. Let me just say that there's nothing sacred anymore. We don't care about our bodies. We don't care about babies being in our bodies. I mean,
oh, you know they don't care about that. They got they marching to be able to kill those.
right. So we're done.
That
Like,
baby don't mean nothing, but until it come out.
even then, it
So
might
these
not
women,
mean
'cause, you know,
nothing.
They rap about goddamn nigga do something crazy. Nigga, I go abort this baby.
I hate to say this, but if the Most High don't intervene, we as Black women are cooked. We're cooked.
Oh no, as a nation, we're
Cooked.
cooked. So
Well, I'm just speaking particularly to the women right now.
I keep saying our children have no hope.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
our-
the mothers.
our
Where
children's
are the
children.
mothers? Like even when if daddy was out in the street running around doing his thing, at least mom was at home holding it down for the sake of the children and the family. But we don't even have that anymore.
Yes.
And I'm not here to get into, oh, well, the men do this and the men do that. I keep saying somebody has to be willing to step up and make the right decisions in order to get this thing back on track.
And then not only that, I know sometimes we don't want to say it, but we just have to be just honest. And this is not to okay anything or any of that. Man, men and women is just different, and y'all just got to accept that, bro. The Most High made us different. You know what I'm saying? Like, a woman is only supposed to have that one peen in her life forever and ever and ever. It just is what it is. Grandma and them were holding it down because that's just what she's supposed to do. That man was out providing for the family, bringing home, being a loving husband and whoop, whoop, whoop. And, you know, he might have played a little bit on the side, but grandma ain't say, shoot, let me go goddamn
Get somebody else.
hand out this
and
coochie.
have another man up in my hut. You know what I'm saying?
Be part of the share program.
And here's the thing, like until we are willing to accept the fact that we are different, like my husband said, until we're willing to accept that. I mean, just look at the physiology of it all. You enter into a woman. I have to open my gates and allow you inside of me. It's not the same thing as a man. They are on the offense. Okay. It's nothing. You don't go inside of that man. This man is not touching. I mean, you're not touching any special part of him. You understand what I'm saying? Like and until we are ready to accept that and stop combating with all this feminist, we're equal and we're the same ideology. I'm sorry. Like, I just feel like y'all are cooked. I'm not gonna say me because I'm trying to live right. Y'all are cooked. And these are your leaders. Cardi B is your leader. You know what, sir?
Well, I'm trying to help you out, son.
Cardi B is one of your leaders. Your other leader, Megan Thee Stallion, was just given an award by Planned Parenthood for helping to support abortion in the Black community.
For real?
Yeah. Yes, she got an award
Got
for
a trophy
Planned
for that?
Parenthood as an ambassador. Yes. But these are y'all leaders. We're cooked. We're cooked. That's it. Put a fork in us. If the Most High don't intervene, we're done. And well, they break up and they get back together and they break up and they get back together. That's nobody's business. And also, listen, family business is family business. You and your husband going through something, that's between you and your husband. It's not for the world to know. And I get that they celebrities and you know what I'm saying, they do it for clout or whatever. And the fact of the matter is, if I was upset at my husband and I was venting on Facebook or something, it's probably only 10 or 20 people that's going to see it. Well, no, they would share that. Oh, no, that would spread like wildfire. But it would not be to the extent of a Cardi B and an Offset type situation. So you might be saying like, oh, well, she got the right to vent too. No.
Man, vent is calling your homegirl and talking junk to your homegirl, man.
Right. You don't embarrass yourself like that. You don't embarrass your husband like that, because as much as we don't want to admit that we're different, a woman forgiving her husband is more readily understandable and readily acceptable than a husband forgiving his wife.
I was watching today. I watched Academics, DJ Academics, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was speaking on it, and he had some other people on the panel with him, on the phone with him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like they even understand, because he was like, man, they just gonna get back together. They doing all this, and y'all gonna be mad. Y'all get in the middle of it. They just gonna get back together and this and this and that. But even the other two dudes that was on the panel was like, no, bro. Hey, she smashing on there with his baby up in there, bro. It's over. You can't take that back. It's over with. It's unforgivable. It's done. Let's put money on it.
That's worse than just cheating, than just regular cheating.
I mean, it's wrong. Yes.
Either way, it's wrong.
Yeah.
One is just worse than the other.
Yeah, either way, it's non-forgivable. It's unforgivable. I'm telling y'all right now. If y'all hear Mono is leaving Miss Mono, there's only one thing that has happened. Just so y'all know.
And in that case,
y'all ain't gonna ask no questions. I ain't gonna put out no goddamn press release.
Ain't gonna be no press release.
Nah, you gonna know what happened. You see her single, you know what happened. She cheated.
Okay. All right, so I don't know if you all have been able to see it. Just a quick little side note, because I don't have all the information on there, but supposedly, allegedly, almost assuredly, there was a meeting with the World Health Organization. And basically the premise of this meeting was to discuss the United Nations and the World Health Organization moving into the United States in case of another incident like the incident we had a few years ago where we were not allowed to leave our homes, if y'all catch my drift.
Man, she talking about COVID, man. And
I'm not trying to get another strike.
Oh,
I am on TikTok though. I am. Like, they gonna find. It's not about being big. It's not about being big. Once they decide to start bullying you, you just getting bullied. Like, I get bullied online, and I'm tired of it. So yes, look into that. Look into the WHO and the UN and their meeting that they had yesterday. Or was it Tuesday? It was either yesterday or Tuesday, but supposedly this is what the whole Diddy situation is supposed to be distracting everybody from.
I know the Diddy situation is distracting everybody from.
What?
I'm gonna make a video about it. I'm not gonna discuss it right now.
Oh, come on. How you gonna do that?
Because I need to address it to the whole world. I'm gonna make a video tomorrow.
So you're not even gonna drop a hint?
No.
All righty, so y'all be on the lookout for this guy's video tomorrow, since he won't tell us what's going on. Okay, but speaking of Diddy and this whole situation, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the mayor of New York City was indicted yesterday. The indictment came last night. Me and my husband were, chilling in our room. And I happened to pick up my phone, and the little alert was right there on my phone. And I was like, oh my goodness, what? Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City? Listen, I'm not going to get into this whole, it's because he's a black man thing, because just as sure as everybody is about the Southern District of New York prosecuting any other crime, they're not prosecuting this crime off of rumors. Okay? I do not have a readily logical explanation for all of these indictments that are coming, for all of these people stepping down from their businesses. All of these record executives, these CEOs, they're either retiring or quitting. Like, I understand the whole New York City situation because the police commissioner and apparently some people at the fire department are all involved in that. So I understand all of those indictments, but my goodness, it's like every time you turn around, stars are falling, idols are falling, people who we have esteemed and chosen to rule over us. And it's not always just about voting for a politician when I say choose to rule over you. When you look at celebrities and how we just follow along with whatever they say, we are letting them rule over us. We are idolizing and making gods out of these people. Think about how many of us, whether it was now or back then, kind of get attached to these celebrities, and if they like it, then we like it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you only buy Ciroc once. Really?
What's up? This episode brought to you by Baby Oil.
Excuse me, y'all. You made me forget my train of thought. Why would
You
you?
said
And then why would
people-
you bring that one bottle of baby oil in here?
Oh, we ain't got 1,000. What you mean? No Diddy. You was talking about people buying Ciroc and goddamn making.
Yeah, okay. So you bought Ciroc because Diddy was selling it. You bought this because Beyonce was selling it. You got this because you understand what I'm saying? Like, we follow these people. We throw our money. We give our lives and our energy to these people. I was reading a letter of Jeremiah and actually Ezekiel more recently, and it was talking about how we build these gods and we make these gods of our own hand. And back then they were making their gods out of wood and stone and carving whatever deity they felt they wanted to worship in their home. But now what we do is we take these people and we make them a god. And just like the idols back then, they have no power to save themselves. So how are they going to save us? We created it. We blew them up. We elected this person. Without us, they have no power. So then how do I turn around and worship something that gets its power from me? You understand what I'm saying? And y'all are going to bat for people who you have never seen in person. You've never smelt their breath. You've never touched their hair. Like, you've never met this person in person to even talk about, oh, well, my spirit is discerning.
I think we're way too invested, man, in these people. You know, I don't know what it did or didn't do. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't there.
But also, like, we just way too invested. Our world moves behind these folks, and it shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's crazy. I hope whatever, it's crazy because it's just so many innocent folks around. The kids,
Yeah.
it's just a lot, man. So
Yeah. And then think about that. Like, you got people sitting up here defending people who are alleged to have done some very heinous crimes. And so to have people calling you a liar, to have people threatening you. I watched an interview from the lady who was shot in the face back in, what is this, 99?
at the club.
Yeah. Back at a club in a club by Diddy. It was 99, early 2000s. I don't remember exactly when it was. But she did this interview on YouTube and she talks about how she still gets death threats. People are still threatening her, even though she got up in court and testified and they were witnesses and everything that Diddy or Shine, one of them, shot her. People are still threatening her life. Even after she went through all this, this lady's still walking around with 9 bullet fragments in her face. And people are still threatening her. She had to leave. She had been in Brooklyn all her life. She had to leave Brooklyn because she kept being threatened, not just by Puffy and his people, but then you got crazy fans who, again, are making gods out of these people.
Definitely.
And
I also want to say, not in her situation, but this is why it's always best to keep yourself away from situations that you know you shouldn't be in. Because I do agree. I also watched the video with Wack 100 was speaking, and he had some very good points. He's like, listen, nigga, everybody who was at them parties wanted to be at them parties. They knew what the heck was going on. It was like, and Diddy and them probably didn't think they were doing nothing illegal. And what made it illegal was when, you know, you have a party. Y'all been to parties. We ain't millionaires, but you've been to parties where niggas weed galore and drinks galore. It's just being passed all around. You know what I'm saying? These Negroes just got a whole different kind of money, and they just passing out around a whole different kind of drugs. But he was like, bro, it wasn't no guns pointing to nobody's head. Do this, do this. No, everybody was willing participants. You know, and then, you know, like he was using for example, you wake up and your husband done called you 20 times, and now you ain't been home, and now the story is this or this or this or that. And I'm not saying that's the case.
I'm about to say, come on now. Not that many people claiming you drugged them and they didn't know.
Listen,
I'm not saying that there. See, so what I'm not saying is, if
you go to a blackout party,
yeah, I'm not saying that there wasn't consensual drug use. But if there was something else included in the drugs, then now you're crossing the line.
Yeah, but I just feel like, you know, the goddamn sex parties, you know what the heck going on. If you at a Diddy party, everybody know. It's kind of like you going to this person's hotel room at 3 a.m. You know what the heck going on, man.
Yeah.
Let's stop playing stupid.
Yeah.
Women, stop putting yourselves in these situations. Listen, you know you ain't trying to give up no goodies, man. Don't go to the goddamn goodie give out shop.
Goodie give out shop. Well, I tell my daughters, don't be behind closed doors with a man you're not having sex with. Like let's just kill all of this. Let's prevent any kind of confusion. Let's get rid of any mixed messages or anything like that. Do not be behind closed doors with a man that you are not ready to have sex with.
That goes to you too, Kings.
That was just
don't be behind closed doors with these women. They'll try to take it from you.
Are you for real? Who's raping men out here? Who's raping men? Anyway. So that's why I just tell my daughters, like, just don't put yourselves in that situation. Because like I tell y'all, you can talk all this junk you want to, but the fact of the matter is, if you were really traumatized, now you're traumatized. And you're going to have to deal with that trauma for the rest of your life. Everybody's not getting $30 million. Okay. I know the lawsuits are coming and everybody trying to put their bid in. Everybody not getting $30 million. Okay. Cassie got one up on y'all. All right. So ain't about to be no, and even with that, you regular person don't understand the mindset of these people. I'm telling you, like, I don't know what happens once they get to a certain point, but their mind changes, or maybe their mind has always been different. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, if you're still dealing with the trauma, you're still dealing with the trauma. And even if this man goes to jail for the rest of his life or whatever the case may be, you're still traumatized. You're still going to have problems getting into relationships in the future. You're still going to have issues, you know, when any man tries to have a decent relationship with you.
Listen, man, keep yourself, man. Stay away from the craziness. You know, just put the thing up in the goddamn.
I don't have a
keep tie.
I don't have a keep tie on me.
Okay. All right, listen, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and subscribe to the YouTube. Unlock with God. Yeah, man. All praises. What about you? Talking about the brother that got executed?
I had not talked about that. I've been seeing it for like the past 2 weeks, and I was informed that he was executed yesterday.
He was.
His name is Marcellus Williams, and he has been sitting in jail for, I'm going to say, about 20 years for a crime that he did not commit. The Innocence Project has taken up his case, and with DNA evidence, they were able to have the DNA prove that he wasn't there. there's no way he could have committed it. The DNA, what am I looking for? Not recused, but the DNA didn't match up for him to have committed this crime. And so he was sitting on death row. There was a petition going around. I mean, people were really like trying via social media to garner support to get the governor to stay the execution, but he was executed on yesterday. Go ahead.
I hope, even though the brother is executed, let's say they can prove without a reasonable doubt. Let's say the evidence do come out and then they get a confession from somebody else. Do his family get paid?
I would think so.
I pray that happens.
I would think so.
Yeah,
you would hope so.
It's just jacked up, man, that, you know, even if there was a inkling of doubt, they should have stayed the execution. You know what I'm saying? And I think it made it past. I don't know the orders of courts, but it made it past like the first couple of little things. But then it's like the last two wasn't budging. Like, nah, kill this nigga.
Yeah, and I mean it's sad because we live in a country that we know will kill a black man for no reason. Like, we know this. We've seen them do it. He don't even have to go to trial. He don't even have to get arrested. Let a cop feel itchy in the trigger finger, and now we're having another parade lighting candles for another one of ours. So it's not even, you know, you can't even give them the benefit of the doubt anymore. You can't even be like, well, you know, maybe this or maybe that. No, like, we know this is how y'all get down. So if I was trying to prove my integrity, then I would have went above and beyond to prove that in fact this man was guilty, because like I said, the Innocence Project had taken up his case and they had bought the DNA evidence that should have recused him from this crime. But for whatever reason, it didn't. And so now I've seen other sides of the argument who gave the rundown of the crime and everything else. But the fact of the matter is, there was still a doubt. There's still a doubt. And I understand the court of public opinion is not court, but don't somebody get a redo? Like, if it's this many people, if it's this much going on, don't I get a redo? Don't you feel like you should at least re-examine the case to console the public? But the fact of the matter is, they're not worried about consoling the public, because what are we going to do? Y'all still going to get up and go to work tomorrow. Y'all still going to go shop. You still gonna go to your movies. You're still gonna go to your concerts. And listen, I'm not calling for no revolution or anything like that. Okay, that is not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, they've been getting away from doing this to us for so long that
one of my favorite people right now, as far as listening to and influencers, man, is Charleston White. And there's a viral clip of him going around, and I know it sounds bad to my people of different races. Forgive me, but I 100% agree with what Charleston White says. He says, listen, he said the reason he don't mess with niggas no more, because y'all ain't gonna do nothing. He said, bro, we supposed to, Tamir Rice, bro, we supposed to go ride for bro. We supposed to go ride for the sister. Who's the sister that just got killed for calling on Jesus, rebuking?
Sonia, Matt.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all mad. And guess what? Ain't nobody pulling up to these folks' house. Ain't nobody pulling up to their mama house. Ain't nobody pulling up to ready to ride.
Okay, but hold on. Because how you gonna say that when we would just be lining ourselves up to die? If you think about it, we don't have weapons.
Guess what?
We're not a united front.
Guess what? We got hella weapons. Okay, we use
not more than the government.
We use them to kill each other every day. But guess what? Every goddamn movement has got where it is by war. That's all it is. Every single one.
I understand.
Every single one. And I'm not saying, basically what he's saying though, hey nigga, they gotta take you serious. And he was like, listen, I went to go ride for my people. But then I realized I'm out here by my damn self. So you know what? Because guess what? If we watched a gang of folks go and hijack the White House
Mm-hmm.
with no murder involved,
Mm-hmm.
let some black police just take some of the worst crimes we've seen and reverse the race roles and see what would have happened to Negroes.
Right.
They were gonna ride. So I'm not saying let's go ahead and ride, but I'm saying
And
we
I think it's
gotta
just
be able to.
I think it's the contrast. I think maybe if we weren't so violent toward each other, then it wouldn't, people wouldn't be looking like, oh, but you got all that smoke for each other. Why not for your joint enemy? You understand what I'm saying? So I can get how you would think that, because if we're a common, peaceful people, I don't think anybody would be looking at.
It's too many rich of us that won't use their dollars for this. Where's the celebrities that was organizing something for Marcellus? Where was the commercials?
I ain't hear no celebrity say
Yeah,
nothing.
where's the
about Marcellus.
commercials that come on TV sponsored by Jay-Z or Beyonce or
They can't do that. They part of the program. They can't do that.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? In general, I'm
Yeah.
just saying, we got all this money. Ooh, Jay-Z can get some niggas performing at the Super Bowl. Nigga, that does nothing for us.
At all.
Let's put some of these dollars behind goddamn. Like Kanye put a commercial on the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
We could have got a commercial for Marcellus. Could have got a commercial for Marcellus. Hey, y'all, we got a goddamn, everybody need to take a look at this. Something going on. We'll do rallies. Having a million man pull up. Where's this stuff at, man? But we all out for self, man, and I think that's what it is. Like you said, no, sometimes we gotta be willing to die. We gotta be willing to die, man, for if it's gonna make your people better
Mhm.
over the long run. If it's gonna make I think about this all the time. It's like, man, I would hate to give my life for something that my people in return don't come and back it.
And that's I think that's why nobody's willing to put their life on the line anymore.
I
like
think that's
why?
what Charles is saying.
I mean, you see what happened to Huey Newton in the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying him because there's no rumors of any kind of government coercion when you talk about Huey Newton losing his life, okay? Even when you're talking about Malcolm X, you don't have the same kind of rumors of government coercion that you do when you talk about like a MLK. And so seeing what happened with them, and then like even during BLM, I remember there was a community activist who was kidnapped. Like they showed the tank riding by him, and then this young man disappeared, and nobody ever heard from him again. But where's the noise for that? And then we are just so jacked as a people, and I know we know that these are the curses, but we're just so jacked as a people because it's like how we treat each other the way we treat each other publicly. You understand what I'm saying? We're not even doing this at like family reunions or private meetings. No, we're shooting each other publicly. We're killing each other publicly. We're robbing each other publicly. But then you want to get mad when someone else does it too. You know what I'm saying? And I get that. Oh, I can fight with my sister, but don't you join it. No, but we're killing each other. We're killing each other. And then we're calling the people who we keep telling to mind their business. We're calling them to come help solve our problems. We're calling them to get justice because this one killed my sister. This one killed my brother. So now I need you to go persecute this Black person. We can't get it together amongst ourselves.
Dang. Look at Abaya.
Abaya, shalom and shalom.
Shalom, Ken. Hey, man, I've been praying for y'all. Abaya says, shalom. I covered the Marcella story on my We the People channel. I also put it on Facebook. 10 people responded, but on my channel, thousands of white folks responded and tried to help.
See what I'm saying? We
I mean-
won't even sign a petition for each other. We won't sign a petition. We won't share a video. We will not do anything. We are so unmoved and unbothered. And this is why we can't even get y'all to sign a petition. I'm definitely not about to go out here putting my life on the line, taking away my husband's wife and my children's mother for what? For y'all to sit there, y'all gonna burn a candle, y'all gonna talk about me for 2 minutes because here comes the next celebrity gossip or something else about to happen. And then that's it. The only people that's gonna be sitting around hurt is my family. Why would I do that? And like I said, we've seen what happened with some of our other leaders who were taken from us. Nothing. The outrage, nothing. And let me just, if I'm a politician and my job is the black vote, my job is to convince black people that I'm one of them. The Sonia Massey situation, we heard nothing from Kamala. Marcellus Williams, we heard nothing from Kamala. But then let's take a rewind. That man that they convinced y'all was black. We heard nothing about the tragedies that occurred on his watch either, except, oh, I could see that being one of my children. And it makes me so sad. He did nothing about that. And so now here y'all go again, trying to convince us that this not black person is all of a sudden interested in our black needs. Okay, listen. I'm tired of it. I'm not going for it anymore. I definitely thought she was going to get me a key tie.
I don't know nothing about no key tie.
Okay, well,
where they at? I'll talk to the people.
Okay, all right. I'll be right.
What are we talking about? What we talking about?
We're still talking about Marcellus Williams. Why Kamala ain't said that?
Yeah, man, it's so hard, man. It's hurtful. It's yeah, I think about it all the time because I'm like, bro, you know, even if you see like your brother pulled over on the side, and I be wanting to call this brother a buyer right here. Cause I'm like, hey man, if you see something crazy going on and you defend somebody who's out here, like what is the legal ramifications of it? You know what I'm saying? Do I go to jail? Can I intervene on behalf of someone else who someone else's life is in danger? But like I said, it's easy to do these things when it's easy to be a kamikaze. Ain't that what it's called? They put their own life on the line. Those suicide bombers. It's easy to do that when, you know, it's like the movie 300. You saw them boy went to war with 300 because he knew. He was like, hey, bro, they kill me. Hey, bro, everybody going to war. But it's hard to take up that position if you go out there and they kill your butt, nigga, and then nobody do nothing. I was talking about Leonidas when they went to war. They 300. He knew if he died, hey, bro, nigga, they all coming.
Right, so that's what he told
I'm willing to do this because I know what's gonna happen after it.
That's what he told his boys. He was like, I hope they kill me. Let them kill me. Because then all of Greece is coming after them. Well, all of Sparta, not all of Greece, but all of Sparta's coming after them. And that's the thing. Like, if we knew, like, okay, you take me out, you got to deal with all the Negroes, then I'm sure there will be people every day marching and putting their life on it. But that's not what's happening. There's such a they have now divided us based on Greek fraternities. Because that's what this whole thing with Kamala is. Oh, she's part of the Divine Nine. She's one of us because she's part of the Divine Nine. I'm going to sit down and we're going to have a talk about the Divine Nine because they, as much as they try to act like they are one of us or, you know, they still down, they're not. They have a totally, completely different mindset, a total and complete different mission. They look at you and I as less than. And we have to learn that. We have to accept that. I don't remember who said this, but there was a wonderful black lady and she said, black faces and high places will never work for us. It's not going to work for me and you and for the regular people who can't afford or who are not interested in donating hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars to a campaign to have our interests be at the forefront. That's the only reason these people make their donations. Hey, when you get into your office, remember me and my checks. And I'm listen.
Yeah, man, it's sad, bro. You know, and as much as you want to feel like, man, one day we're gonna get it together. One day we're gonna rise up. Like I said, it took last time I seen Negroes on the yeah, bro said this ain't Sparta, this is Israel.
Okay.
And it's sad. Israel really has to get to, like, bro, you can't mess with us because you got to mess with all us. You know what I'm saying? The last time we saw this level of solidarity was the Birmingham brawl.
Right.
Birmingham brawl. And then we still had Negroes. We still had Negroes down
talking
in that.
junk. Right.
We saw a black man getting jumped on for doing his job. And we saw other black people come to the aid of this black man. And then we had Negroes saying, no,
y'all shouldn't have done
we
that.
shouldn't do that.
He didn't have to hit that woman with that chair. Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
It's out. Listen, bro.
They
We
ain't have
gon'
to jump him like that. Yes, they did.
We always gonna do some cooning, man. We always gonna do it.
That's
man.
why we can't
Uncle
stick
Ruckus.
together. That's why we cannot stick together. It's always gonna be that one that, well, what about nothing? Listen, if someone keeps spraying you with water, okay? Say they got one of them spray bottles and they keep spraying you, and then one day you feel the water. Why isn't your first thought, it must be this person spraying me again? Why are you looking around for other sources of water? You see what's happening. I don't know why they teach some of us patterns in school when all you do is grow up and deny the pattern that you've seen in front of you. Your mama saw it, your grandmama saw it, people before you saw it, but you're still going to deny what's happening. And why? Why? Because it be the very people still living in the projects, you still poor, you still trying to figure out how you going to get eggs and bread and milk and everything else, but you want to cap for the very people who keeping you in the same position that you're in.
Speaking of eggs, bread, and milk, which is Georgia storm food, I don't know why.
It's always
I
think that's everywhere. No, even in Jersey in the snowstorms when they was predicting snow. As soon as they said it, you better head to the store.
I don't know why yes, you head to the store, but here in Georgia, eggs, bread, and milk is the first thing is gone.
When they say French toast.
Yeah, I'm saying, this is a French toast. Nigga, well, who knew French toast would save you during the storm? I don't know, but praying for all the folks. Abaya, man, is y'all in this storm area, man? Did y'all dip out or what going on? We want to send a special prayer out, man, to all the folks in Florida, man, that's with this storm, or anybody.
I would say Georgia
all the
too.
states,
North
Georgia,
Carolina,
I think North Carolina.
Tennessee.
Yeah, all the folks that's in the path of this storm, man, we pray a special covering. We in Atlanta, so we might get some power outage, you know what I'm saying? Tight. I pray we don't.
Please.
But I ain't gonna lie, I be liking the goddamn
why
thugging it out type.
I don't mind
it brings
being,
the family together. You know what I'm saying? You just all sit.
I don't mind being
around,
stuck at home,
movies.
but let me have my power and my Wi-Fi so I can at least watch TV and be entertained.
No, we gonna watch TV.
I love being at home.
We got generators. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I know nobody want to watch some DVDs all day.
3 generators. Hey man, we got hella DVDs. I went and bought heck of DVDs because guess what? You know when that Wi-Fi go down, bro. Listen, I think everybody should get them a DVD player and DVDs.
Put it in your prepper kit.
Listen, y'all don't even know. I used to have a book. I had a DVD ripping software on my computer.
Nobody's surprised. Who's surprised?
And so
me
and Malachi used to do this. And we went in, Blockbusters had a goddamn like $20 a month. You pay
just before Redbox.
Before Redbox. You pay $20 a month, and then you can just have 3 DVDs out at a time. You bring them back, and you just grab 3 more. And
pre-Netflix.
Listen, we used to go get like 30 DVDs a day. So we'll go get 3, put them in the computer, rip them, burn them, Take them back. Go get 3 more. Rip them, burn them. Take them back. Rip them, burn them. Listen to me. When I tell you I had so many books of DVDs, it's
Not
crazy.
you confessing to criminal enterprise on the internet.
Man, statute of limitations is up. This
That
is,
little FBI warning at the beginning don't apply no more.
This is hey, this is long, man. They were goddamn, but they were early 2000s, Charlotte. They're like 2005. Man.
Can you believe that was like 20 years ago?
They're like 2005. The statute of limitations is up, man. But yeah, we were going to do that. But I'm just saying, you just thought, man, nobody need these DVDs no more. But now I wish, bro. I had every DVD under the sun.
DVD, VHS.
And I was renting them out for $1 a piece.
What? How you renting out bootleg DVDs?
That was the real DVD.
Renting bootleg DVDs.
They weren't bootleg. It was it was the exact copy.
But it was not.
It was the exact copy of the,
exactly.
Man, please, man, renting them was out.
Renting, and people would bring them back?
Heck yeah.
Are you serious?
We rented them out to folks at our church. You know, we was in the ministry.
In the church, Dante?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this man and his criminal. Let me tell y'all something, okay? Let me explain. This is why you got to do a background check on people who you get with. The stories that I have heard since being married to this man, sometimes I'll be looking at him like, who are you? Like, what?
What? I was renting out DVDs. What's criminal about that?
Melly, shalom and shalom. Exactly. And this is what I'm saying right here. Exactly. The CIA, the FBI, the NSA. My goodness. Right, exactly.
They weren't bootleg. They was burnt.
You made a copy.
They was burnt copies.
That's bootlegging.
Bootlegging is going into the spot with the video camera.
That's not the only way you bootleg.
Well, you know what I'm saying. I was renting them out. I wasn't selling them. I was charging for borrowing of my property.
Get your friend, Abaya. Get your friend. It's not your property. You stole it from somebody else.
It's my property. Listen, I paid them they $20 a month. So anyway, I'm just saying.
But I believe the little message says something about no authorized reproduction. I'm sure it says that. No authorized reproducing of the material, blah, blah, blah.
I didn't sell them.
$20,000 fine.
I didn't sell them.
You rented them. You made a profit from it.
I've charged people for my time. A little bit. Charge them for my time.
See how he come up with that's crazy. Like, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for the grace of the Most High, this man would be on the other side of the law.
Who is Melly V?
Melly.
Who's Melly?
Melly?
Oh, Melly?
What is her son's name? Christian and what's
Melly,
the other baby name? Yes, Melly.
Duluth Melly.
Yes, Duluth Melly.
Shalom, my family. Peace and love to my family. How you doing, Melly? How you doing? You holding on, Melly? I ain't heard from you in a long time. How you doing?
I see her on TikTok all the time.
Is she doing all right? You walking with the Lord, Melly?
Yes. Are you walking with the Lord?
Melly hit my wife up.
She appears to be doing well, yes.
Melly, hit my wife up, man. Check in, man. You make sure you walking with the Lord, man. All praises. How your uncle doing? I know her uncle in the truth, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
Praises.
No, that's him telling on himself. This was before me, okay? The marriage certificate say 2014. So anything before 2014, anything before June 20th, 2014, not on my watch. Not on my watch. I ain't got nothing to do with any of that. I was not, ain't no way. Because at least if I'm a bootleg some DVDs, I'm going to at least sell them to you. You ain't gonna have to worry about bringing it back. You selling the weed. You know what I'm saying? They just want to get the crack. See, I was selling the crack. See, the crack got that comeback. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same movies. What are you talking about?
No, because my
auntie used to sell DVD.
When you rent it, man, you can rent this same DVD out 100 times. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but when you buy it, you can watch it whatever you want. That's not making no difference.
No, I'm talking about on my end as the seller. I can get this $10 one time from this DVD, or I can rent this one DVD out 100 times. Ooh, at the comeback. You know what I'm saying?
I don't believe you.
Is it like through and through? Gun.
Let me turn TikTok off because
moving on to the main topic of the day. But also,
Okay.
hey, everyone who's going through storms, man, listen, please, if you need to evacuate.
yeah, don't waste no time.
Don't waste no. Hey, man, if you ain't got nowhere to go, you need to come to Atlanta, man, and you need to come grab you a plate or something, watch a movie, a non-bootleg DVD at the House of Mono. Y'all can pull up over here, man.
Yes, non-bootleg DVDs.
It's non-bootleg.
He went and bought some real ones.
We got generators, we got wood to whoop. So like anybody in need, if we know you, people we don't know need not apply. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Cops just went up to a Cat 4 headed to Atlanta. Cops just went up to a Cat 4 headed to Atlanta.
Is he talking about the hurricane or is he
That's
talking about you?
That's
He's talking about the hurricane. He's talking about the people coming for you. That is so sad. Look at what you've done.
We don't know. I'm not in any criminal activity currently, you guys. Not too much. Oh, hurricane. Oh, damn.
Oh, it's landfalling now. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, anything said on this show is just for entertainment purposes. Any correlation to people living or dead is purely coincidental. This is a work of fiction, okay?
Listen, we are citizens. I got 12 chickens.
The chickens make you a citizen?
Yeah, I got 12 chickens
How
in
many
the
eggs
garden.
did y'all get today?
10 eggs.
What?
Yeah.
Chickens!
So I got 12 chickens and a garden. And
We got dogs.
Yeah, I'm a
We
citizen,
got kids.
man.
We got turtles.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's a family man,
I'm a citizen, man.
now.
I'm a citizen, man. I'm a citizen out here, you guys. Listen, I got a collection of Atlanta Braves hats. We know Atlanta Braves fans are citizens.
No,
Shit.
that actually took away from your point.
No, Atlanta Braves. Now, I ain't say Falcons.
Go get you a Patriots hat, and then
Braves. The Braves. I have more accidental conversations with old white people every time I'm out because of my Braves hats.
Really?
Yeah. Like, come on, hey, buddy, we're gonna win today, aren't we? Chipper Jones. Woo woo.
Chipper Jones.
Long time ago.
Right. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, y'all. So let's get on to our main topic. I'm about to say too late.
But all right, for real though, man. If you find yourself need to leave and you ain't got nowhere to go, man, hit up the House of Mono. If we know you.
If we know you.
You can definitely come get some food. We got 3 deep freezers.
And let's define no, because
non-weirdos.
hold on. Chipper Jones was that guy.
Facts, man. Y'all gotta realize I'm Atlanta, man. Tom Glavine, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna go there, man.
Deion Sanders.
Fred McGriff, man. John Schmaltz.
Okay, so let's get on to our main topic. We're gonna do some prayer talk. We're gonna talk about prayer, and I'm not going to be all super deep and making up things because I hate when people do that, especially when it comes to something as serious and as sensitive as your prayer life. Communication is the only way to build any relationship. Okay. I can say hello to a perfect stranger and they're just going to take me as a hello, how you doing? You know, blah, blah, blah. I can say hello to my husband, and based on the tone of my hello, my body language, my eyes, he's going to be able to download what is going on with me. He's going to know, okay, something not right with her, or something, oh, she's in a good mood today. You know, he's going to know that. Why? Because of our history of communication and our relationship. we've taken the time to get to know each other. So where my simple hey to a stranger, they're not going to pick up anything else. It's just a simple hey. But my hey to my husband is downloaded full of information about my day. He's going to know how to proceed from this point on, what questions to ask, what suggestions to make, because we know each other like that. Okay.
Let's do a couple scenarios.
I'm trying to be serious.
No, go ahead.
I'm talking about
Come on,
prayer.
Go ahead.
There's no scenario. I gave a scenario.
No, I was
already.
going to have you say hello a couple different ways. Now, go ahead, finish talking. I'm sorry.
This wide. And so because we built that rapport through our history of communication, now we can download that information from each other. Okay. Same thing with your prayer life. And I say this all the time. Like, I really hate that they have tried to make the Most High seem like some far away, distant deity, as opposed to an active creator God who is very much involved with the lives of his people. Okay. And I also hate the fact that we don't understand that our personal relationships here on earth are reflections of our relationship with the Most High, and they should clue us into some things on how we should be conducting ourselves. Now, if you call yourself liking someone or someone calls themselves liking you, what's the least that you expect from them? The least you expect is communication, right? The least you expect is a text message or phone call. This is the least I expect. You call yourself liking me, the least that you're going to do is reach out to me, check on me, try to talk to me, blah, blah, blah. We will understand this principle, but refuse to apply it to the Most High and feel like he's still supposed to love and favor us like David, a man after his whole heart, and I'm still going to be righteous like Abraham, and I'm going to be righteous like Noah. But how, Sway, if you don't take the time to know his ways? You cannot follow my rules. You cannot meet my expectations if you don't spend any time getting to know me. My children know what are expected in my home because they live here. They've been under my tutelage. We talk. They know, okay, mama don't like this because last time they did it, they learned I don't like it, okay? But some new child that comes here, they don't know how to act. They don't know what I expect in my home. They have no idea how we conduct ourselves. And so we have to build that rapport and relationship so that they can be comfortable here. Some of you can't stand to be in the presence of the Most High because you don't have a relationship with him and you have no idea what is going on.
Mm-hmm. Talk to him.
Even deeper, the sin in your life opens that door to fear so that you cannot be comfortable in his presence because you know you don't have no business being there in the condition that you're in. And I'm not saying you got to go out here and bathe in the waters of Lake Minnetonka or anything like that, but you have to repent and come with a pure heart. Y'all love to say God knows my heart. Okay, he knows. He knows when you want some BS. He knows when you're being serious. He knows when you're just trying to cut a bargain. And a lot of y'all like to treat God like the bank and only call him up when you need a loan. You're not there to make no deposits. You're not there to add nothing to it. All you want is to be able to take from it. I need something, Lord. Please help me now.
And you know, it's really easy to get into. It's really easy to get caught up in that kind of lifestyle because even with us, especially as commandment keepers, you can think your commandment keeping, you know what I'm saying?
Enough,
you could
right.
get so focused on your commandment keeping. No, I ain't eating this. No, I'm keeping Shabbat. No, I got the fringes on. No, I'm doing this. No, I'm taking. We got Feast of Tabernacles or we got Day of Atonement. No, I'm doing all these things. But one thing we see about these men of God in the scriptures, they always were laying
had a
before
prayer
their
life.
face.
Yep.
You know, and I have, especially as men, I know I talk about it all the time. How sometimes I forget, you know what I'm saying? Or I go to the Father once things, I know it's out of my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Once I know, shucks, ain't nothing Mono can do. Ain't nothing You know, I'm a man's man. I can handle it all. But once I can't handle it, dang, Lord, I forgot to come to you who handles all things. But
See?
yeah, this is
Right. And so we won't go to him for the simple things. And so I'm glad you brought that up, because a lot of times the Most High will pull your coattail. He will. He will allow things to happen to you to cause you to come to him. Okay, but I would hate for you to have to go to that point. And I hate it when I have to get to that point, because now I have to work through this discomfort to get back to the place that I know I'm supposed to be. Okay, you've been struggling financially. 1 and 1 just won't add up to 2. You keep knocking the rocks together, but you can't get a spark of nothing. Okay, how long do you sit in that empty and void place before you humble yourself and submit to the Most High? A lot of y'all get caught up in pride, and or you get caught up in whatever's going on externally in your life, and you forget to plug into the Creator. Okay, you forget to plug into your power source. It's like I tell y'all all the time, you charge your phone, but are you charging yourself? We'll rest our phone and we'll do self-care and we'll take care of our flesh, but are you charging your spirit? What are you feeding your spirit, man? And the danger of this is the more you feed your flesh, the stronger it becomes. And as much as we like to say the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, are you feeding your spirit enough for you to know that it's willing? Think about the content that we intake. And it's so easy to take in some garbage these days. You'll be I can't tell y'all how many times I'm watching a show and I have to sit there and wonder, is this a man I'm looking at or a woman? Like, what am I watching here? And that is just one of the many conflicts that you come into absorbing the content that is around us these days. And so if you're only feeding yourself the content that this world has to feed you, which is full of immorality, sin, fear, death, doubt, every time you turn something on now, somebody dying, everything is true crime, everything is a true story. Are we a nation full of murderers?
You know what it makes me think of? Now I'm teach on this Saturday. Most High willing, if the storm out and I ain't.
Yeah, it's supposed to be over like 5 o'clock in the morning.
No, I'm saying I ain't got a whole bunch of bouncies.
Oh, that too.
Yeah. So if the storm's still going, I'll be teaching this Saturday. You know how they say if you feed a person enough, they'll start to look like you. You feed a person enough, y'all start to look alike. You know what I'm saying? They start looking like you. We seen this is one of our daughters.
Yeah.
It's not biologically mine, but every time they friends or anybody come around, dang, she look just like you. She look just like you. But this also goes the same way with the spirit side. Like she was saying, whatever you feed, that will get the stronger. That's what you start to bend towards the will of that thing that you feed. So if you're feeding the flesh, guess what? You're going to start looking like the flesh. You feeding the spirit, you're going to start looking like the spirit.
The fruit. You're not feeding. How do you expect to reproduce fruit when you are not getting the seeds necessary for that fruit? We always want to apply to one plant as one watereth and he get the increase to non-believers. But what about you believers who are not watering your own seed? You have the tools. You know better. You know you can go to the Most High. You know you can get in your word. But you don't know better. I'm sorry, you know better, but you don't do it. A lot of the reason that some of y'all can't understand the Bible is because you don't have any communication with the author. It's not a novel where you pick it up and everything is there, unfortunately. We know how our Bible has been chopped up and cut up and handed to us. Okay.
Chopped and screwed.
But a lot of your confusion would be cleared up if you would just bother to get to know the author. I don't know how deep y'all have gotten into some books, but they'll have book clubs where the author comes and speaks to the fans of the book, and they'll answer questions and just tell them, you know, the mindset that they were in when this was going on, et cetera, et cetera. You have direct connection to the author, not just of the word, but of your life and your fate, and you refuse to communicate with him. This literally like having a cheat code in front of you and not looking at it. Okay, y'all know y'all used to up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start.
BA, select, start.
BA, whatever, one of them. I used to know how to do it. I played Contra, okay? So, but y'all know y'all used to hit the cheat code. You got something going on and you trying to add some math and it's not going, you will pull your phone out and use that calculator. Why won't you take the time to sit down and talk to the Most High? It doesn't have to be a formality. It doesn't have to be a ritual. That's the thing about your prayer life. It's your prayer life. You and the Most High will figure out together what is effective for you. You wonder why you don't know when he's talking to you because you don't take the time to listen to his voice. Okay, somebody can sit there and talk to you about why Boaz don't want your ass all day long. But if you've never sat down and listened to me, when you hear my voice, you're not going to know who I am. You're not going to know this is why Boaz don't want your ass. Because you don't know my voice. It's the same thing with the Most High. He tries to lead you. He tries to guide you. He tries to direct you. But because you don't know his voice and because you've been feeding your flesh so much, that is the operative voice in your life. I've told y'all before, your first thought is often what you were raised to or what you were conditioned to think. Take your second thought and make that the righteous thought. But a lot of y'all don't have any righteous thoughts because you're not feeding yourself righteousness.
Well, and then also, if you do this the right way, your first thought is going to be...
Eventually, yes, your first thought will then become... Yeah.
You got to fight off the second thought. You know what I'm saying? And just think about the old cartoons. You got the devil on this shoulder, the angel on this shoulder. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Which one is louder? Which one is louder to you? If the devil this goddamn big on your shoulder, and you got this little bitty little angel over here, that nigga gonna lose every time.
Every time.
He gonna lose every time.
And you are the one who suffers. This is what you don't understand. You're the one that's going to suffer. As much as I hate to say it, your flesh will lead you to places that it does not have to deal with. You suffer. Your spirit suffers. You're crying. Your soul is hurting. You're the one crying out. All because you didn't want to stop and listen in the first place. And like I said, nobody's calling you to go out and gather a bunch of rocks and nobody's saying all that. You need to get in a place where you communicate with the Most High, however that works for y'all. I don't like the confusion that comes with meditation because the meditation is not wrong. It's about what you're meditating on. Okay. Sure. Now, when they're telling you, oh, empty your mind. No, we don't do that. There's no emptying of my mind. There's no spirit guides. We're not following no spirit guides. We're not doing anything of that. We want to make sure that we are having clear communication with the Most High. And even if your first prayers are just thank you. Thank you for my life. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. Let me tell you something. Once you start communicating with him, he will start laying on your heart the things that you need to talk to him about. And I know you might be like, well, I don't have to tell him nothing because he knows everything. So what? My husband can know something about me right now. My husband knows my habits. Okay. Just like yesterday. My husband knows I have a little shopping affinity, right? But I haven't been lately. But what?
Look.
Okay. He knows I like to shop, right? So yesterday I was
tell the truth, tell it.
Laying in the bed and I went to get some trail mix. This really good trail mix from Sam's. And so I had asked him, I was like, can I get $20 for the trail mix? Now, because he knows my habits, I said, can I spend this $20 for that? I didn't tell him what it's for. I didn't tell him what it's for at first. I said, can I spend this $20? Did I tell you what it was for? I don't think so. No, you asked me. And then you asked me, like, what is it for? If he didn't know me and he didn't know my propensity for shopping, he might have been like, okay, whatever. But he knows he got to check on me. He knows he got to say, okay, now what exactly are you doing? Like, Where are you trying to buy? And what do you mean by 20? Do you mean 200 or do you just mean 20?
Yeah, because she'll 20 you to death, man.
But
$2,000 later.
But if we did not know each other and he was not in communication with me, he would not know this about me. And he would not know that sometimes I need help monitoring my spending. Okay?
Sometimes.
Yes, not all the time. Because sometimes I don't have to ask you for money. And then, but it's the same thing with the Most High. He knows what you have need of before you come to ask him. He knows what you need to talk about. And let me tell you something. As somebody who has been guilty of venting to the wrong people, that's who you need to be venting to. He knows what you need to talk about already. He has the answer for your problem. And sometimes the problem is you just need to express what's on your mind. But you cannot lean into the arms of flesh when it comes to certain things. If the Most High is leading you, you know what I'm saying, to open up to this person or whatever, then all praises to the Most High. But if not, the reason why you're so locked up, you're so anxious, you're so, because you won't let it out. And in this world, we're led to believe that, it only, you can solve it yourself. They'll tell you, write a letter and then burn it. Post on social media. Start a journal. Exercise. Everything but get on your knees and talk to your creator.
Yeah, I think that's really, we get so caught up in living this life. Hey, y'all don't hear me? I'm not talking much because this is this lady's show. Why Boaz don't want your ass? So I'm not, we're letting this sister speak to the sisters. You know what I'm saying? So beautiful. So demure. No, but check this out. I just want to say, man, we just get so caught up in living life sometimes, bro, that, like you said, it's the cheat code. We got the person who designed all of this. And we know we don't got the answers.
At all.
But instead of, hey, Father, can you please help me? Help me get these answers. We got to learn something from Solomon. The more and more I just dig into Solomon, the more I dig into the book of Solomon, the more this just makes sense. He was granted this wisdom, which led to riches and being the richest man ever, because he asked for, hey, bro, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you please help me? Give me the wisdom to do this right. And it brings more light to the scripture that, hey, man, seek ye first the kingdom, and all these other things will be added.
But y'all don't want to seek the kingdom.
Seek first, this other stuff added. Don't worry about what you're going to eat tomorrow. Don't worry about what you're going to put on. Nigga, hey, I make sure the birds is covered. I make sure the birds is good. I make sure they eat. I make sure they fed good, my boy. Listen, I got you. All of these scriptures go together. Seek ye first. All these other things will be added. Don't worry about what you're going to eat. Don't worry about what you're going to put on. I got that covered. The birds, they can't even worship me. I make sure the grass is good. I make sure the birds is good. And they can't even worship me. But you can. So how much more I'm going to make sure you good? All these scriptures go together. And guess what? We don't do. We still don't. And go to the one. I bet. Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I really can't figure out for the life of me what people's aversion to prayer is. I'm not going to say it's easy. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, you just get down on your knees and everything's, I'm not saying that at all. It takes time to build a prayer life, just like any other relationship. You talk to somebody the first day, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might talk for a few minutes and then keep it moving. Your prayer life is going to operate in the same way. Nobody's saying you got to set a 30-minute timer and stay there for the whole 30 minutes. No, that's not how you build. That's not real, authentic relationship building. Okay. I don't set a timer for 30 minutes and be like, all right, I'm going to sit here and I got to talk to my husband for 30 minutes. No, we slowly, gradually built a relationship. And believe it or not, now we're with each other just about all day. I'm upstairs homeschooling. He's either upstairs helping me or he's down here working, or you know what I'm saying? But we had to build up to that. And so it's the same thing with your relationship with the Most High. You have to build up to that, but you can't build it if you don't start it. Nobody's saying you got to go in, and yes, you are to use the scripture when you pray. And if you have a few scriptures that speak to you and you know what I'm saying, you want to use them when you pray, by all means do that. But go with your sincere, pure heart. Go seeking what the Most High has for you. And I'm not talking in terms of riches and land. Yes, we all want those things, but seek ye the kingdom first. What do you have for me, Yahweh? What am I supposed to be doing with my life? That should be everyone's first question. Okay, your job, I hate to break it to you, your job is not your purpose. Your career is not your purpose. Yahweh did not create you to get up every day and punch a clock and go to work for someone else. In fact, if we had not been in sin, we wouldn't even be living in these conditions. So this was not your original purpose. He created you for him and for his pleasure. So you have to find out, how can I please you with my life? And then you have to be willing to walk that thing out. Because if I talk to you and talk to you and talk to you and tell you, oh, I like flowers, but you never bring them to me, then I'm not going to. Why you keep asking me? You keep asking me what I want you to do, and I keep telling you, but you won't do it. So that's going to make me think you don't really care. You don't really like me, right? Why do you feel like the person who created you, the being who created you with all your feelings and all your emotions is incapable of those same feelings and emotions?
I think the problem is this. We think we're in charge. We think we're in control. You know, like I said, I've confessed this before, like multiple times. You know, what you lean on your own. This will bring another scripture to mind. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not into thy own understanding.
But in all
so many
ways,
times we lean onto our own understanding, our own strength. We lean, it's like in my weakness, he is made strong. But no, we don't know. It's like, dang it, I can't figure out a way to pay these bills. What must I do? Dang it, this is going on. What must I do? Instead of realizing there's an author.
Like and share the live.
The author and the finisher of your faith. There's someone who knows the beginning from the end.
The end
and you right there with them. And we don't use that. We don't, it's like playing Contra. You can get 30 men.
That you just refuse.
You know the cheat code to get 30 men. But you go in there with 3 men. You got the cheat code to get 30 men.
And then you're mad at the people who have the 30 men.
No. But then when you're on life number 2 and all your energy about to be gone, now you looking like, help me. Well, bro, you had the cheat code from the beginning. Oh yeah, I'm teaching this Saturday. Oh, this is preacher.
Okay, well, let me finish. And so, going on the whole cheat code thing, I used to be a habitual non-reader of instructions. I would detest an instruction manual. Just give it to me, I'll put it together. And in my much younger days, my mom used to tell me I was just mechanically inclined. Like I could literally look at something and put it together. As I've gotten older, I've lost that ability. I don't know why. But that's the same way some of us are going through life. And that's cool when you're younger and everything. But no, we're getting older now. Like we're becoming adults. We're raising families. We're having children. And everybody wants to talk about there's no instruction manual. There definitely is an instruction manual. You guys just refuse to believe it, accept it, and read it and do what it says. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go. Train them up. It doesn't say, oh, absolutely right now they're going to be perfect. No, train them up in the way they should go. And when they get older, they won't depart from it. Listen, my mother kept me in church, okay? She stayed in prayer. Did I live the way that a child should have been living to a mother who was in church that much? Absolutely freaking not. But when I got older, I knew what to come back to. And even in the midst of my sin, I still knew, like, okay, hold on. That hedge of protection was still there. I'm talking to y'all about that hedge of protection. That, okay, I'm not gonna go past this line. Hold on now. That's a little bit too much. But you don't have that if you don't have relationship. You don't know the boundaries of the Most High, and you don't have relationship. And listen, I understand y'all be like, well, I got the law. I keep the law. Okay, but the law is not just words. There's spirit behind it. There are things that you're supposed to be implicating behind it. You're supposed to be doing this out of an expression of love for your God, your neighbor, and yourself. But if you don't understand that love, then how are you going to tell me you love me and you won't even talk to me? Love is an action word. We know that he loves us because he keeps us breathing. He keeps on blessing us. We're healthy. We're functioning. We count these things toward the Most High's love for us, but what does he have to count toward your love for him? If Satan comes to him today and says, hey, have you considered your servant, whoever over there? No, I haven't considered this person because they don't talk to me. They don't do nothing else. I mean, you want to talk about angels protecting you? Whose angels? How? You always want to lean on God for what he's supposed to do, but where is your end of the bargain? My husband can't be a good husband if I'm a horrible wife. It's not that he doesn't want to be a good husband. It's that I won't allow it. Hello, Hosea and Gomez running around sleeping with everyone else is an exact picture of why y'all won't sit down and pray to the Most High. Why? Because you're so busy out here whoring after everything else, looking for the answer in everything else except turning to your Creator. You want to look for the answer on Facebook. The answer supposed to be on OnlyFans, TikTok, and everything else. This nigga supposed to have the answer, and he gonna save me. And no, none of that is going to work if you will not go back to your Creator. I can sit up here and mess with this computer all day long, but if I don't read the instruction manual to find out exactly what it needs, then I'm gonna just tear everything up. I don't approach my husband in hard times without praying first. Why? The Most High is the only being on this earth that should know him better than I do. I didn't create him. I don't know what's inside of him. I need to go to the source. Here's one better: when I'm acting up, when my spirit's not right. I didn't create me. I don't remember everything that's ever happened to me in my life. I can't explain some of my behaviors, but I know who was there watching. I know who has the answers. I know who can calm my soul and lead me in the right direction. But y'all want to sit up here and listen, I'm not talking against medical intervention. If you need that, by all means, please get it. But some of y'all, if you be honest with yourself, you don't need Lexapro, you don't need Ambien, you don't need none of that. What you need to do, cut off that TV, cut off some of that ratchet music, get some time alone with the Most High and get your life in order. There's a reason we send our kids to school, so that they can be taught order, they can be taught routine. If you're not going to your teacher, how are you supposed to know all that? Y'all want him to be a lawyer in the courtroom and a doctor in the sick room, but you won't let him be your instructor and your teacher in your everyday life. You want God to show up in these big, miraculous ways, but what about thanking him for the breath in your lungs that somebody did not get to experience this morning? What about thanking him for keeping you from that car accident that all praises, all you had to do was drive by and see it? What about that? You want to sit up here and prophesy to the nations and tell them about everything, but you won't talk to the one who knows. A lot of the validation that you're looking for is only going to be found in a relationship with the Most High. Stop getting addicted to the attention of men. That is a reason a lot of y'all ain't never going to be able to get married. I hate to say it, you're too addicted to the attention of men. You look to other men to fulfill you instead of turning to your creator, the one who knows you, the one who knitted you in your mother's womb, to find out, well, what am I missing and why don't I feel fulfilled?
Mm-hmm.
Prayer is work. It's not easy. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh yeah, sure, no problem. You're going to pray, and when you get up, everything's going to be just fine. No, you're going to pray, and when you get up, you're going to feel better. You're going to have a clearer head to be able to think through. The Most High open your eyes to some opportunities to solve some problems for you. Yes, it's still going to be work. Prayer is like the instruction, but you still have to go and do the work. All right, it's not going to, a fairy godmother is not going to pop in the sky and magically there's going to be a pumpkin there. No, you got to get the seed, go out and plant the seed, take care of it, water it, feed it, and then you get the pumpkin. Prayer is not, and I'm going to say this, I know a lot of people like to compare prayer to like witchcraft and say, oh, where you're using words and you're casting a spell. No, this is none of that. This is none of that. This is your divine communication with the Creator. It bothers me when I see people of other religions who serve gods of wood and stone, who will bow down to their God 3 times a day, no questions asked. But you ask a person who will sit, and y'all will sit here all day and talk about how great is our God, how good is our God. He's the creator, he's the King of kings and Lord of lords. But y'all won't even give him 15 minutes in the morning. But this person who's worshiping this jade statue, this person who's bowing down in front of this black stone, this person who's nodding their head up and down in front of this wall will be consistent and faithful. Why are we such a rebellious house? Those are not my words. These are the words that the Most High gave to Ezekiel when he sent him out to talk to y'all niggas and was like, listen, don't worry about how they're going to be looking at you. These people are stiff-necked and rebellious. Just go and do what I say.
Oh.
Y'all are stiff-necked and rebellious to your own demise. You will literally sit there and dehydrate yourself instead of picking up the water that's next to you. Why? Why? Why are you still looking for your answers in the mall and on Amazon? I don't care how much Coach, Burberry, Michael Kors, Prada. Listen, and I love me some Ralph Lauren. I love me some. Listen. Give me, if I had to pick one designer to have everything they ever made, it would definitely be Ralph Lauren. Okay?
Have you always been like that? Or is it that Georgia boy that you with?
No, I've always been a Ralph Lauren fan. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I've always been a Ralph Lauren fan.
You went on that Ralph for you got with me, Shirley.
What?
You ain't had Ralph like that till you got with me, Shirley.
I'm not talking about Polo. I'm talking about like Lauren.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it's the same nigga, Ralph Lauren, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, anyway.
That Georgia boy about that Ralph Lauren love to you.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But Ralph Lauren, for real though, but
when I'm saying, even though I have this affinity for Ralph Lauren design, I'm not under any impression that this is going to solve any problems in my life. You know why? Because I've already been there and I've already done that. I've tried to solve my problems with designer brands and think that, oh, this is going to fulfill me. This is going to make me whole. And no, it doesn't. The moth and the cankerworm and everything else will come and eat up all that stuff and you'll have nothing. Consumerism is not the answer. Get off TikTok watching these influencers because it will have your head messed up. It'll have you thinking like, oh, if only I had that, then my life could be like that. If only I had this, then my life could be like this. And you can buy all the Scrub Daddy sponges and all the steam cleaners and everything else off TikTok. It is not going to fulfill that hole that the Most High created inside of you for himself. It'll help your house be cleaner. And I love my steam machine. but I am under no impression that I can spend any amount of money to fill the God-sized hole in my heart. And y'all have to understand that. There's nothing that you're going to put in that space. Everything else is going to let you down. The arms of flesh will fail you. That man, with all his good intentions, he's not in control of himself. You never know what's going to happen. He's not in control of your ultimate purpose. So if the Most High's ultimate purpose is to get your attention at all costs, he's going to take anything and everything from you until you give him that attention. You are not the author of your fate. Were you there when he made the trees? Were you there when he spoke the light? Were you there when he laid the foundations of the earth? You were not. You weren't even there when he formed yourself. Honestly, if I had more say over my life, don't you think I would have been born to like billionaire parents? Don't you think like T.I. or Bill Gates or somebody would have been my daddy? You understand what I'm saying? We're not as in control as we think we are. If that's the case, you wouldn't be where you are now. Think about it. Think about it. And don't get me wrong, like we comfortable, we're good, but now we're looking for a house with more land. If I was in control, I would have the exact house I wanted on the exact amount of land I wanted right away. I'm not in control. We all move according to the Most High's timing. There's nothing you can do to step out of that. And every time that you try, not only are you delaying your own deliverance to the destiny that the Most High has for you, now you're stepping into sin and rebellion is as witchcraft. Because now you're going against the word of the Most High and you're determined that you're going to get this done by any means necessary. When all you have to do is submit yourself in prayer. And yes, I said prayer is work, but you know what's more work? Getting yourself out of some trouble that you could have truly avoided. Digging yourself up out of that ditch that you put yourself in because you refuse to be obedient and you refuse to submit. That is way more work than prayer could ever be. Do you know how hard it is to go to the Most High with a guilty heart and a heavy conscience? Now that's hard. And okay. And because of I forgot what I was, because of how we are with ourselves, I know I have a hard time forgiving myself. Even after I've repented, sometimes that thought will come up and I'll just cringe all over again. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Or, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? That regret will still come up. Even after you've repented and the Most High has forgiven you and he's trying to move you on, you're still stuck in that place of sin. Avoid the trap. Avoid the trap. You get in the car and you turn on your GPS. And one of the reasons that you turn on your GPS is so that it could tell you about the speed traps, right? I love when my GPS speed check 5 miles ahead. Take my foot up off the gas a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for the heads up. But y'all won't turn on y'all GPS. You literally won't. You won't turn on the GPS. You won't allow the Most High to lead you. He can't lead you if you won't talk to him. He's not that kind of he's not a dictator. He's not an authoritarian ruler. He's not going to come and slap you upside the head and make you. And I know sometimes you wish he would. I know sometimes I wish he would. Like, please, Lord, just you do it for me. Just but that's not, you know what I'm saying? It has to be you. You have to submit. You have to agree to the relationship. You can't have a relationship with an unwilling party. Then it's just made up in your head. And a lot of y'all are walking around with made up relationships to the Most High in your head. Those who said, Lord, Lord, but did not know me. That's how some of y'all walking around. Because you feel like, oh, I don't eat pork. I don't eat shrimp. I keep my Shabbat. You know, I try to be a good wife. I try to be a good person, and all praises to the Most High for that, ma'am, sis cousin. But what purpose are you serving? Being obedient is a part of your purpose. That's not your entire purpose. Like your obedience is supposed to be setting an example, but if you not figure out what you're supposed to be doing with your life, who you setting an example for? And are you really an example? It doesn't matter how many Shabbats I keep if my attitude is disgusting. Who wants to be around me anyway? It doesn't matter that I don't eat pork. If I'm not willing to be generous to my neighbor, then it's a balance. We don't have it all right. And just like Paul talked about the thorn in his flesh, and he asked the Most High to remove it, there's going to be a deficiency in you. There's going to be something that you just can't figure out by yourself how to get it right. And instead of you going to the Most High and praying about it, you're just determined that you're going to figure it out yourself. And I'm sorry, that's how so many of us wind up becoming alcoholics, destroying personal relationships, driving people away from us. And then we wonder why nobody wants to be bothered with us. Where's your fruit? Your attitude sucks. Just because you keep the law does not mean that you have to now become a curmudgeon. You don't have to be the grumpy old lady. You're supposed to be full of joy. You're supposed to be kind. You're supposed to be a light. But how are you a light if everywhere you turn there's confusion? You're always trying to control people to make them fit into what you feel like they should be doing, instead of trusting the Most High enough and letting go and letting him take care of it. And it's not just letting go, because some of y'all are sitting there and be like, all right, Lord, you handle this. No, go talk to him about it. Tell him how you feel about it. Tell him what you want. I'm not saying you're going to get what you want, but you can tell him. A lot of y'all anxiety would be solved if you would just spend 3 minutes in prayer. I'm not saying it just has to be 3 minutes. All praises to the Most High if you keep on praying. But start somewhere. Start somewhere. And put forth an earnest and honest effort. Sometimes I get lazy. I will confess, sometimes I get lazy, and like I'll be laying there with the TV on and I'll be like, Yahweh, thank you. Thank you so much. You know, and that's not enough. Like, that is not enough. Okay, turn the TV off. Get in a quiet place. And that's a lot of y'all are uncomfortable with silence. Like, you don't feel right unless there's a bunch of noise and people around. And I used to be like that too. Like, I always usually have the TV on. Like, I'm never usually in the house and it's just quiet. But as I've matured, now I've learned to appreciate that quiet. I've learned to appreciate that moment when my brain can just rest and not have to deal with anything. Science and medicine talks about the benefits of meditation, but these are the same benefits that you will get from an active prayer life. Prayer and meditation, your brain goes into the same brain waves. Even though in meditation, you know, they're telling you, oh, let your thoughts go and da-da-da-da-da. It's this, you get the same benefits from prayer as you do from meditation, even more so because you know that you are communing with an active, caring, loving creator who wants to commune with you. He wants to talk to you. He wants you to come to him. Y'all always like to talk about, oh, God is always with me. Then talk to him if he's always with you. Who ignores a person that's always with them? Like, I would stop talking to you. We always like to talk about, oh, favor ain't fair, favor. Is it favor for real? When you won't even talk to him? Keep the law. Absolutely. But where's your communication? Where's your relationship? Abraham prayed multiple times in the scriptures. We see it. Noah was praying the whole time. Can you imagine? He's in an ark and the world is flooding. Of course he's praying. Stop thinking that you are so far above falling to sin just because you keep the letter of the law. Keeping the letter of the law is not enough to keep you from sinning, and I have no qualms about saying that. Where's the relationship with the author of the law? That's what's going to keep you from sinning. I don't want my father to be disappointed in me, so I'm not going to do this. I don't want my father to be angry, so I'm not going to do this. Me and him just talked about this, so I'm going to back off. I'm not going to do this. It's the relationship that's supposed to fuel your righteousness, not this need to feel better than your brother or better than your sister to be able to throw it up in the next person's face. You want to argue about calling him Jesus or calling him Yahushua, but you don't know him either way. All you know is what other people told you about him. Paxton knows me. He lives with me. We have a relationship. He's not just going off what Atticus told him about me and then deciding how to behave. No, he knows what I directly as his mother expect because we talk. And because, I don't want my mom to be mad at me, so I'm not going to do this. Or I don't want my mom to be disappointed, so I'm not going to do that. Or I want to be able to do this with my mom later, so let me go ahead and do this thing she asked me to do. It's supposed to be the same thing with the Most High. But again, because we've been lied to and because he's been pulled away from us as almost to be just like an existing deity, then we don't understand the relationship. But look at the relationship he had with those before us. We like to talk about great women in the Bible like Susanna and Judith, but let's look at their prayer life. How much do you think they were in communication? And let's not get on fasting. Some of these sisters was dry fasting, okay, for times. All right, but I want to encourage you as we're wrapping up here. As you can see, the boys are here. That's my cue. As we're wrapping up here, please, I want to encourage you, like, just start today. You know, even if it's just a few words of thanks, and just let him know what's on your heart. What's been bothering you lately? Take the time to build your prayer life. I promise you, it will be one of the greatest gifts that you can ever have in your life. That communication with the Most High. Getting to know him, knowing his voice will save you from so much trouble. It'll save you from obstacles. It'll save you from pit stops. I'm begging you on behalf of yourself, your future self, who is benefiting from this prayer life, your future self who is less angry and less anxious, your future self who now can exercise more self-control, your future self that has more patience, more joy. You find yourself be full of long suffering for your children, for your neighbors. I'm coming to you on behalf of your future self and asking you to please start today rejuvenating, revitalizing, and reestablishing your relationship with the Most High. If you and your boyfriend break up, how do y'all get back together? He calls you or you call him and y'all start talking again. Get back with the Most High. Y'all might have broke up. Get back with him. Okay? Oh, spill the water. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me this evening. As always, I hope that something I said was helpful, whether you're listening live or on a replay. Where did Daddy go? Paxton and Atticus, ladies and gentlemen. Doggy dog. What's up, doggy dog? Y'all can't see Shira, but she's in here now. She's not supposed to be down here.
She followed us. She left the door open.
What's up, Shira, doggy dog? Y'all got anything to say to the people?
I do. Yes, I do. I do.
Okay, let Paxton go first. Use Daddy's microphone.
Okay. Now I got something to say.
Here, you can use this one. Mm-hmm.
So today in Georgia, there's gonna be a flood.
Hurricane.
a hurricane, and like it's gonna happen in Florida. The hurricane is gonna happen in Florida, but people's power might go out. So make sure you're prepared for it, and make sure you're safe, like you have shelter or anything.
Oh, that's very good update, Atticus. Thank you for that information. Say hey to Auntie Angelina.
Hi, Auntie Angelina.
It wasn't better than mine.
It wasn't okay. I forgot to ask for offer you the opportunity. Let me say that because I don't want nobody to be like, oh, they just over there begging. No, I forgot to offer you the opportunity to donate to what we have going on here at the House of Mono. Mama is old. You gotta leave my fan on. If you like what I said or you just want to be a part of what's going on over here at the House of Mono, we appreciate everyone who's given. Thank you so much. You have no idea. It's just an encouragement, really. So thank you if you have given. And if you feel led to donate, please, you can head over to the Cash App $ the House of Mono. Do not forget about B3. B3, our 2-day basketball tournament will be taking place on November 28th and 29th. Yes, that is the time when the others will be celebrating the genocide of our brothers and sisters. But if you know better, then you'll be at B3 2-day basketball tournament. Get your basketball teams ready. It is a 5-on-5, but teams can have up to 7 players. So that's 5 players and 2 subs. There's $1,000 cash prize. Hopefully we can get the cash prize to go up. But for right now, there's $1,000 cash prize for the winning team. And there will be exhibition games. I just learned that word today because I was calling them side games. So there will be exhibition games like over 40, a ladies game, and I think a kids game.
I want to say something.
Okay, well.
Never mind.
Okay, so you can get more information at 3mgmusic.com about B3. And that'll be coming up in November. Can y'all believe it's almost October? It is the 26th of September. We got 4 more days in September and then it's October. Can you believe that? Okay.
Yes, I can.
Yes, you can. All right. I think that's about it. I don't really have anything else. Tell them about the businesses. You want to talk about the businesses? No? All right. Well, Top Tier Parties is our bouncy house rental service. We service the Metro Atlanta area. You can look us up at Top Tier Parties on Facebook, and we're on Nextdoor as well. Don't forget about the Print Doctors for your custom screen printing apparel needs. Mono's Westside Bullies if you would like to welcome a bully into your home. And what else?
I just want to say I hope you guys are prepared for the hurricane.
Yes, we pray
Florida
that
and Georgia.
we pray that everyone is prepared for the hurricane. Please stay in your homes. It's supposed to be kicking up in a few hours, actually. But here in Georgia, it's been raining all day. So please, I hope you're staying home. I hope you're somewhere safe. I hope you're somewhere comfortable, plenty of food, whatever. Don't forget Saturday. We are praying Saturday that my husband will be able to conduct Bible study here on Saturday. Don't forget to come back Thursday, same black time, same black station for more Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass. Listen, if you have topics, things you'd like to hear me talk about, things you have questions about or whatever, please like DM me. I'm open to all that. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I can always be reached at missmonosworld@gmail.com. Here. And this is my handles on Instagram and TikTok, Miss Mono's World. And if you put in Miss Mono on Facebook, you can find me there too. All right. Anything else, guys?
Oh yeah. This big elephant is way too cringy to be showed.
Don't call Daddy that.
I said a big elephant.
Ow!
Ow! Ow! Why's your hand? Stop!
Oh my goodness.
Why is your hand?
What are you doing in his head?
Why is your hand?
Stop! What? Stop doing my child like that. You can't be doing that. His neck muscles.
Ow!
You okay?
No, I'm not okay. I would have thought I could get, but I'm. Wait, he just picked me up.
I
Why
know.
is your hand wet?
Hey.
I just peed on it a little
Okay,
bit.
all right. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us this evening. Clearly, it's getting late and these guys are getting crazy. Again, I hope something that I said or that we said was helpful for you, whether you're listening live or on the replay. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, you guys. I need comments. I appreciate all your likes. I appreciate the shares. I need comments to show interaction with the content. So please head over to the YouTube, leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? Love the show, hate the show, your hair is frizzy, you know, what you got on today, like your earrings, whatever. Okay, I need at least 5 words. So leave some comments, please, so we can get this word out and get these videos circulating. I love you so much. I will see you all here next Thursday, same black time, same black station. Shalom, shalom, and good night. Mono.
Living super clean. That it came up.
One time for my king doing king things. My beast hoes cause he know he got a good thing. I
Tune
submit.
in to Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass with your host, Miss Mono.
Shalom and shalom, sisters and cousins, and praise the Lord saints. It's your favorite housewife, Miss Mono.
Every Thursday from 8 to 10 p.m. live on YouTube at Miss Mono's World and Monologue Magad. Now also available on Nasaya TV on Roku and Fire Stick. Why Boaz Don't Want Your Ass. Don't miss it, sisters and cousins.
Let him save you in the